Previously on the Heap Car Challenge, Dane and Levi got a head start on their budget builds.
What? This? You got this for $900?
Whoa!
Are you kidding me? No!
$1,500, boys.
Leaving Anthony in the think tank.
These tires are sketch. All right, hey guys. Me again.
Levi pulled off his best Vin Diesel impression.
Pop the hood.
Pop the hood.
Pop the hood.
I retract my previous statement.
And the boys were faced with their first challenge, which may just change the game.
So, for the first challenge, you are all to wash the new cars.
Okay.
But you will be washing an opponent's car, not your own.
What?
So, for the first challenge, you are all to wash the new cars.
Okay.
But you will be washing an opponent's car, not your own.
What?
That is interesting. That is interesting. You all might see this as a negative, so we'll be giving you a positive. With that, you are allowed one homie hookup for this build. One homie hookup.
Homie hookups.
I've already ordered everything I need for this truck.
You know what's cracking me up about this? You're pulling this while you're wearing that DC sports shirt, making sure you show it to the cameras.
What are you talking
I know what's
about?
going on here. I think my direction with this car is to keep it more OEM, more friendly to the audience who might have already purchased this in the first place. So
Okay.
I'm like shooting for those guys.
Well, and you've got
Or
the M
gals.
wheels on it already. So
Yeah, I mean, these are actually one of the more desirable wheels. My,
Same
my
with-
boy
same with
Mirko
mine.
told me
Yours
that
are- yours
this is
are
what people
hubcaps.
want.
Mine are extremely
these
desirable
are
wheels.
hubcaps.
Huh.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
OEM.
Over
they're
here,
OEM
they're
plus.
plastic hubcaps that are starting to peel.
Nope,
Pretty bad.
not at all. So they're very nice wheels. So
I do see Anthony getting some wheels.
potentially. So anyways, now we have to figure out who's washing whose car. So my car actually happened to come with a quarter. I don't know about you guys. Did you guys get cash back?
I got a
Wait,
dime.
what?
I got cash back on mine. I got a nice quarter here. So here's the
that
deal,
kind of
Levi.
cash back. I see.
Whose car am I washing? Are you heads or tails?
I'll be heads.
Guess
Or
I'm tails.
Here we go. I'm washing tails, baby.
Oof.
Oh, you're gonna watch the Beamer.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's up to you now.
All right. So between this and this, so this will be heads. This will be tails, right?
But you will be washing an opponent's car, not your own.
Yeah, so this is for Levi to determine which
so
he
it's either
washes.
gonna be Dane. So it's either gonna be my car. So I'll be my car. You be Anthony's car.
Let's say heads is yours, tails.
It's already a done deal.
Guys, I'll
No,
make this very
guys,
simple.
If I'm washing
Well,
your
this is
car,
confusing.
if I'm washing
Wow.
your car, Levi has to wash mine, and you have to wash Levi's.
No, but that's the thing. There's no reason I
Ooh,
have
that's
to
a
wash.
good idea.
That's it.
There you go.
It's it.
Oh my God, I was trying to make it simpler and say that
Done.
one's heads, that one's tails,
All right,
and
I'm
then
washing yours. Dane's
God.
washing mine.
Damn it!
It's okay because I'll probably have to wash it again anyway.
All right, so we found out whose cars we're washing. This will be fun. Easy job for me, hard job for Dane, easy job for Levi. So let's get these cars clean.
Excited.
Oh boy.
So I ended up getting Dane's BMW Z3. And so Dane made it nice and dirty for me before we began. I mean, he went out and let's just say he drove that thing pretty hard. I don't blame him. He's getting a premium wash from Mr. Wash Wednesday himself, so I get it. Obviously, I wanted to treat it as one of my own, right? So I washed it the proper way, right? Used soap and water, foam cannon, made sure to get into the nooks and crannies real good. You know what I'm talking about. Really get in there and obviously test those seals to make sure that car doesn't leak.
Seriously?
Really?
Oh, well, I actually think it might have went in. Dane, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I really am. Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna go through that easy. I'm sorry.
I ended up with Levi's truck. My strategy on it was I was gonna do as little work as possible, but achieve maximum results. The idea was the products would do the work, you know, work smarter, not harder. I'm too short to actually see if I'm getting anything here, so it's just a wild guess.
Well, I actually got Anthony's Civic for the wash, and it was like washing any other car. Honestly, the thing's kind of dirty and kind of gross, but honestly, the Civic was perfect, and I love that Anthony gets very cringeworthy and gets his heckles up when anybody touches his car. In the soap, I mixed up a bit of Green Star into the GSF, but prior to that, I went around with a pump sprayer, an IK multi-sprayer with just Power Clean diluted at 3:1.
I don't know if the car looks better wet or dry at this point. Levi, don't pressure wash the gas cap. Those aren't strong enough to hold it.
Do it, Levi.
No, it's gonna break it off. Oh, sick.
Hey, wow, there's a white car under there.
Levi, you're putting Power Clean on the car now.
Yeah, I
Do
know.
you know that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. On the windows and everything on a hot day.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
You know what the dilution is on that?
Yeah,
Okay. Full strength?
4:1.
4:1, okay.
Let me see. How much water did you put? Oh.
A little bit of water in the driver's seat on a hot day, it's refreshing, right? Sit in that, kind of pool around, let everything mix up, and then you go for a nice breezy walk to cool you down. Something kind of like that. Oh, Levi, you're taking a brush to my windows. Do you know that? You're doing that?
Yeah, I do. Thankfully, it's a body brush.
I
It's
know.
very soft. It's not going to hurt anything, but what it's going to do is be able to get a lot of the grime out of these. No, there were no nerves with Anthony following me around. You know, I've always had lots of people watch me work. That's one of the things, being a professional of over 25 years, I'm able to enjoy having someone watch.
He knows how crazy I am. I know how crazy I am.
So the fun part was I really didn't have to get too crazy with the products. I just stuck to a really good strip wash, and then I rinsed it, and that was pretty much it. Like, why do more? That's it. We have drying towels over there, but Despite being a towel company, I feel like this truck deserves only the best as nature intended. So we're gonna let the sun finish the job.
Okay, well, can you at least dry it off? I don't want to have more hard water to clean off.
Why have me do it, a fallible human, when the sun god is right there pouring down on your vehicle,
God,
ready to
Dane,
dry it for
that
us?
was Prince of the Rag Company, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, since I had a little bit of a head start, Anthony still hadn't figured his stuff out yet, I thought, I got some time, I can get some inspections done, because the whole idea was, I know cars, but when it comes to the actual wrenching, the mechanical side of things, I know enough to be dangerous, but not enough to get out of myself of every situation. The tires were pretty good all the way around, but I found that the front ones, they were a little worse for wear. The rear ones were decent. They were Firestone Firehawks, but the front ones were some other brand that I didn't necessarily care for. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna replace these front ones with some Firestone Firehawks. Now, while I got excited about that prospect, I realized not every store is gonna have those in stock. I thought, you know what? Let's go to a Firestone, maybe they'll have some Firehawks in stock and I can put them on the front. Well, they didn't have the Indy 500s, but what they did have were the all seasons. And I mean, if I'm being realistic, one of the things that's gonna help sell those cars, yeah, all the tires at least saying Firehawk on them, even if they're not exactly the same. The rear ones will be replaced next anyway. But anyway, that's running me about $211 and give or take. And I'm gonna count that in my tally, but so far so good. Okay, so while I was here at the Firestone, I had the guys run a quick scan. My service engine light came on while I was out and about. This is what it said. So we're thinking, yeah, take a look at the spark plugs, check the hose. Just says it's running a little lean, so something to figure out there.
First things first was just get the truck as cleaned out as possible so I knew what I was doing. And when I got it and washed it, you know, the grill, I started looking for new grills. I really couldn't find one. It wasn't in the budget to buy a new one, and I couldn't find a decent used one. So I thought, heck, this one's in okay shape. If I paint it and I make it nice, no one would know. All right, so this thing is all apart. Pretty dirty. I'll show you guys what I did to it. So I got some Tractor Supply paint, which is a heavy duty enamel, urethane. Painted the grill black, gloss black, and I'm gonna do this area as well. I'm gonna just do this with some high temp black. Just clean it up around it so it looks a little better. Now you're also probably thinking, Levi, why are you just spraying spray paint all over your truck? Well, two things. I'm thinking I'm going to replace that front bumper. And two, I still need to wash this entire vehicle and wipe the whole thing down with lacquer thinner. So whatever I do right now isn't going to hurt. I think I got more paint on me than I do on the truck. So that is done.
Another thing I did was I actually went to a buddy named Jonathan. I found out about him through Anthony, and he seemed like a really good resource for this time around. He's actually a painter, and he paints cars, but he tends to do only parts. He doesn't do full cars. And that was my biggest issue when I bought this car. A big reason why it was less expensive than other comparable Z3s that were out there for the year range and stuff was because it had just horrendous clear coat failure. Like on the bumper, on the rear, on the trunk, on the side quarters, it was roasty toasty straight on through the clear. And I knew that was gonna be a problem and it would be harder to sell for a fair price. So I went to Jonathan and he gave me a full, 360 all the way around the car. We took a look at it, inspection. He insisted to me if I could find a new bumper, that would be the way to go, and he could paint that instead of painting the existing one because it was rough. I'm probably the closest he's gotten to painting a full vehicle.
Well, so you guys obviously know that when I picked up this car from the guy that was selling the car, I kind of screwed up a little bit. Well, I was doing a pretty archaic kind of a spark test, right, to make sure everything's running properly, and I pulled the spark plugs out one at a time, only to find that I killed the car. And you might be thinking, Anthony, you killed the car. Yes, I literally killed the car. The car would not start up at all, and the seller's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. And I said, hey man, I'm still gonna buy this car regardless, don't worry about it. But this is a problem, right? And I need to figure this out. So what I realized it was I messed something up with what's called the ignition control module, which is built within the distributor of these things. And it's pretty old school looking and feeling technology. And so I thought, why not make best use of what's right across the street from us, which is the junkyard.
All right, well, making an attempt, see what happens. Oh man, that door sucks. Of course, somebody already got the door panel. Oh. Unfortunately, slightly different.
Actually, should I just take the whole distributor? So we're gonna pop off these coil plugs. We're gonna pry that out. So basically you have, it's an O-ring. It's basically, it goes from the actual distributor to the head, and as long as that's in good shape, then this is worth grabbing. But yeah, pop this one off. But again, I don't want them to charge me $40 something, $50 something for this distributor. I'm hoping I can get it for 20. So there we go. That's the distributor. The seal looks okay. That little ring, that is going to be your distributor seal.
So the very first trip, I actually needed to get that tilt column. That was the biggest thing. So I found that column that was actually a tilt, didn't have the automatic on it, meaning that it came from a 5-speed, and it was ready to go, already pulled. I almost had to do no work at all, which was really nice. It only cost me like 50 bucks. So I was already sitting pretty. While I was walking out, I noticed that there was a piece of window trim that I could actually use on the truck. Another little score. I actually got that little piece of window trim for free, so that was nice. Also, I started looking for stuff that I wanted. You know, the seats were bad. Sun visors were beat up. There was a lot of stuff. So in those trips, it was nice to kind of do, as I like to say, going shopping.
After the first week of working, let's take a look at what they have left in their budget. Levi spent $63 on his steering column and tractor paint, leaving him with $2,187 left. Anthony got a deal on his replacement distributor for just $30, putting him at $2,010. Meanwhile, Dane took the biggest dip into his budget, spending $530 on fluid changes and tyres, and a whopping $250 on a new bumper. He may have to turn his mail room into an escape room, because he's only got $717 left to complete the build. Keep in mind, at any point in the challenge, the boys could sell things in their house to add to their budget. Next time on the Heap Car Challenge. Ratcheting and banging take over the TRC studio, while a friendly face shows up to help out.
Here is our vacuum leak.
Levi problem solves some tricky upgrades, and Dane's simple solutions just might come back to haunt him.